Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this absolutely beautiful 2019 Maserati Levante. The Levante is Maserati's first crossover SUV, largely based off the Ghibli Sport luxury sedan. The Levante is a crossover version of that. And we all know, if we look outside, crossover SUVs are very, very popular in our neck of the woods. You know, today, more people than ever are buying crossover SUVs. Coupes, sedans are kind of falling by the wayside. People like the practicality of crossover SUVs because they have more interior space, they have a rear lift back, you have a higher commanding view of the road, and generally they have all-wheel drive traction, so they are very, very popular. So Maserati obviously had to come out with one too, and they did an awesome job. Obviously, you know, like many people, if you want to cross over for practicality reasons, but you want something that still puts a little bit of fire in your heart, it's fun to drive, the Levante is really cool. It kind of sets itself apart from the rest of the crowd of, you know, maybe crossover SUVs in this segment. Maybe people might be considering like a BMW X5 or a Porsche Cayenne, Audi Q5 or Q7. Those are all cool, but if you really want to kind of set yourself apart from the rest, the Levante is definitely a different flavor. With its Italian styling, Italian flair, it's definitely something a little bit special. The way it looks, the way it sounds, the way it feels is very different than a lot of other vehicles it competes with in its class. Alright, we have the original build sheet on this one. It's a clean Carfax vehicle from the West Coast. The GranSport is a sport trim level. So they have like a, I think GranLusso, GranSport were some upgrade packages available on the Levante. Where the GranLusso is kind of like a luxury package. The GranSport, which this one has, is more of a sport upgrades package. So on the outside, on the inside you have a little bit more sporty styling. You have aluminum pedals. They also add a panoramic sunroof and a few other nice add-ons. The front grille of the front end styling is more reminiscent of the higher performance big V8 version of the Levante, so it has a little bit more of a sporty, aggressive look with that GranSport package. So obviously this has a base MSRP of $81,980, but you add in a few options, it gets close to $90,000. We have the upgraded 20-inch dark gray wheels, those are $300. Their Nerismo GranSport package was $790. The driver's assistance package was $1,590. 3-season performance tires, $420. Soft closed doors, $590. Kick sensor for hands-free tailgate, $100. High gloss Albano wood trim, $1,190. And then the illuminated steel door plates, $200. Of course, we can print you out a copy or email you one to peruse it yourself. Of course, in true Italian fashion, you have this very nice high quality leather. The smell, the feel, you definitely can tell it when you're sitting inside this Levante, you're in something special. Really comfortable, really supportive, very beautiful to look at. There's that beautiful wood interior trim. We have a great infotainment system of Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. We have a rear parking camera, as well as an overhead camera, great for low speed maneuvering. Nice analog clock. Panoramic sunroof has the power sunshade to dim things down if it gets too bright, which is not happening right now, so we'll leave that open. We have an 8-speed automatic transmission. We also have a height adjustable suspension. We have a drive mode selector, so you can put it in sport mode. That will tighten up the suspension, tighten up the steering. Let the engine rev a little bit higher before it changes gears. You can also hear a difference like in the exhaust sound too when you put it in sport mode. So right now it's just in standard mode. Lovely sounding twin turbo V6. Then we'll put it in sport mode. When you put it in sport mode, you can hear the exhaust liven up a little bit. There we go. A little bit more bassy, a little bit more of a burble to it. Very, very nice sounding exhaust. The Italians, they know how to build cars that sound and look beautiful, and you know, that's why some of the greatest sports cars, cars in general, have come from Italy. You know, Lamborghini, Ferrari, Alfa Romeo, Fiat, all fantastic Italian brands. Nice leather up steering wheel, feels wonderful in your hands. You have steering wheel paddle shifters, so you can take control of those 8 forward gears. We have 31,896 miles. We also have some great driver's assistance features. We have a steering assist as well as adaptive cruise control. We actually had to do some warranty work. We had to an intake elbow replaced under warranty at Maserati of Seattle, so I got a chance to drive it from Tacoma all the way up to Seattle. Drives wonderfully. Usually I only get to drive cars for 5 or 10 minutes, but you know, being able to be behind the wheel for about an hour, I really got a chance to familiarize myself with this vehicle. It drives wonderfully. It's fast. It handles awesome, but it's also very, you know, comfortable for highway commuting, especially the steering assist. So basically it's what we call level 2 autonomy. You know, it has a camera, so it's making sure that you keep your hand in the wheel and you're paying attention, not being distracted. It doesn't want you to take your hand off the wheel. But when you have these systems on, it will actually go with the flow of traffic all the way to a complete stop, and it will steer within its own lane. It's not going to take hairpin corners, but it can handle most gentle bends on the highway. So basically, the car is driving itself, and you're just in supervisor mode, your hand in the wheel paying attention. And I can tell you, you know, I have a car myself that has these features too, and once you get used to it, it really makes a big difference. I love driving, but I don't like driving on the highway. I actually get really stressed out, and I can't tell you how much anxiety and relief I have just by sitting back and having the car do the work for me. You wouldn't be surprised how much mental effort it takes just to keep your car centered on the highway at 70 miles an hour. When you realize that the car is doing it for you, and you can kind of breathe a little bit more, it really makes a big difference. If you're the type of person that gets anxiety, stress on the highways, stress in your daily commute and stopping into traffic, try one of these vehicles with the steering assist and adaptive cruise control. It will make the biggest difference in your life. Perhaps this Levante might do the trick. Beautiful color combination. You have an aggressive wheel and tire package. Obviously this has the upgraded summer 3-season tires. Yokohama is a very good brand of rubber. The alloy wheels in beautiful shape. You have these gigantic brake calipers for excellent stopping power. The front end styling is absolutely beautiful, really kind of aggressive, almost a mean looking front end on it. A little bit intimidating. I guess if you saw that thing you know, getting closer to you in the rearview mirror. But this is a really nicely styled vehicle. Sometimes when you're dealing with these crossover SUVs, it's like an egg shape or a jelly bean shape on wheels. It's not as easy to make these things look, you know, sleek and sexy like it is a coupe or sedan. But I think Maserati did an amazing job. I think this is probably one of the better looking crossover SUVs, I think, on the market. A decent amount of interior space in the rear. The rear seats also recline, making them that much comfortable for someone like me. I'm 6'2", very comfortable back here. Great sounding Harman Kardon audio system. A nice quad exceeding exhaust. Even when idling, it has a nice little tone to it. Power rear liftgate. Plenty of cargo space back here. You have a cargo area cover to keep things out of prying eyes. Of course, you can remove that, and you can fold down the seats. There's also a cargo pass-through if you need more space. A little bit of storage under there. We have some great promotions going on right now. Complimentary delivery to Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. We can put this in our car hauler. We can tow it to you. So this with our mobile delivery service, this beautiful Maserati GranSport can be all yours without leaving your neighborhood or even your driveway. Contact us for more options. If you live a little bit further away than Washington, Idaho, or Oregon, we can put this on one of our transport company's car haulers, and we can get it shipped to you. Unfortunately, we can't do that complimentary, but we work with lots of transportation and logistics companies, and we can get you a competitive shipping rate. For an engine, we have a turbocharged V6 pumping out 345 horsepower. There are larger engines available for the Levante, but this does just fine with 345 horsepower, very fast. Also, you know, obviously you got a bigger engine, a V8, it's gonna drink fuel a little bit faster than this V6, so I think this V6 is a great compromise between power and efficiency. Thanks for watching this video. Hope to see you soon, and have a wonderful day.